And I'm joined in studio now by two executives from a company called Marani Brands Incorporated. MRIB is their stock symbol. To my immediate left is Margaret Aero. She is the CEO of the company. Margaret, always good to see you.
Same here, Don. Thank you for having us again.
It's great to have you here. And of course, way to my far left is Dan Centers, Vice President of Distribution. Dan, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Don. Nice meeting you.
Now, Dan, we're going to get to you in a minute, but I know, Margaret, you've got some big news you want to talk about. I'm going to give you the floor. What's happening?
Well, thank you, Don. We have really very, very good news. We have been approved verbally by ABC. The documents have been sent to Sacramento to release the license. It may take a couple of days or a few days for it to happen, but we do have the verbal approval by ABC. And we're anxious to get moving forward immediately. And I do want to thank our investment community that have rallied around us and supported us and really are behind us. And that's what's going to make us really, this whole adventure, very worthwhile for everyone.
And of course, when we speak of the ABC, we're talking about the Alcohol Beverage Control Board of the state of California. You now, as you said, you've been verbally approved for your
Correct.
Distribution license in California, the 8th largest economy in the world. That is huge news.
That is phenomenal news. And we're waiting for the paper document or the posting on the ABC website. That's what we're waiting for us to move forward.
So if someone were to go to the ABC website, they might still see pending, but that's going to change pretty quickly once they get that updated.
Correct, correct. It's my understanding they send the documents to Sacramento. All the reviews, everything has been completed. It just forwards to Sacramento for them to issue the license.
Now, Dan, all of a sudden, your job just became very important, Vice President of Distribution. Up to now, you've probably been working on your golf game and this type of thing. But seriously, though, now that you have this license, that becomes right into your neck of the woods, correct?
Yes, a couple hours ago, it's time to get going. And I've been in the business for about 25 years now, and I'm just so excited to be part of this team. And we're ready to go. We've got distributors around the country. We've got about 8 major markets ready to go. We've made some presentations to a national retailer here in California. So in the next 48 hours, we'll be ready to ship product.
Now, when you're making these presentations to retailers, is it like other retail things? It's really a fight for shelf space. How does that work?
Yes, it is. You're presenting a brand, and everybody's looking for that spot on the shelf. You want to be right there at eye level, and you're fighting with every national brand. So everything that we do international, partnering with Zodiac, is made Marani a very equitable brand. So it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of, like I said, it's a lot of fun and great to get out there and make those presentations.
Ready to go.
Well, Margaret, you've done a lot of promotional activity. You've been involved in A-list celebrity events, places like Bloomingdale's, Mercedes-Benz, some really well-known names, so to speak. This is all part of getting to make his job a little bit easier, right?
Of course, it's actually making everyone's job easier by doing the A-list events and promotions of the brand, because that will propel the brand in the domestic market and international. We felt, beginning with our management team, that we start branding our product out there. Then once the product hits the marketplace, people are anxious to purchase the product. And it creates the necessary consumer for us, for them to taste the product.
Well, speaking of taste, because we haven't talked about this in a little while, because we've been talking about the business end of things, but you have a certain process which makes the vodka taste the way that it does. Why don't you tell us about that again?
Our vodka, what makes it very unique, it's been distilled with honey and dry skim milk, and that's what creates the smooth finish of our product, and hence it gives us the ability to win several gold medal awards, both from World Spirits Competition San Francisco and 5-Star Award.
We've got a couple of very happy executives here from Marani Brands Incorporated, MRIB, a major milestone for the company. Looking forward to walking into a establishment, seeing it on the shelf. Thanks for joining us.
Well, it's been wonderful joining you, but I do want to say one thing in our closing here, that our plans still remain the same for the company. We are being delayed slightly, but we do plan to have a revenue reported by end of the first quarter. We have delayed some of the plans due to the licensing, but other than that, we're still on target and we're still planned to move forward, and we will have revenues at the end of first quarter.
Well, of course, we know that government moves at the speed of light, doesn't it?
Of course they do. They've been great.
Marani Brands, MRIB. Folks, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.